Welcome one and all to the first semi-final game of the first Flatline tournament. I am your commentator, Jay Honcho, and if you have been missing these videos, I must apologize. I've been preoccupied with other things, doing a little bit of laddering, doing a little bit of playing some other games, notably League of Legends. If you haven't played it, it's free to play and it's great. Back to the game, we have a semi-final game between Dead Zone and Woobowitz. And in the first Flatline tournament, as well as in the second, we had a fair amount of Zerg players, which I'm sure if Flatline ponies up to decide to do a third tournament, which hopefully they'll have time for in the near future, we'll see a lot more Zergs because of the past few patches. Oh, here we have Woobowitz, the pink Zerg, on the right side of Scrap Station. The Overlords will cross paths as we go to Dead Zone's base in the north. And he's saying he has 500 APM. He's not really quite getting up there, but he says, "How do you know your APM?" It's because he spams like a mother. There's really only a couple of different reasons why you'd want to spam. One of them, of course, being the fact that you want to keep your fingers warm, keep your hands moving. It's more psychological than anything else. You see professionals do it all the time, and it works for them. I recently got to see a video from Artosis while he was walking around the qualifications rounds for the GSL2, and he was kind of going through, looking at different players. Idra, I think he got to see Jinro and Hapro play as well as Pandaloner, and they all spam. But once the game starts going, they don't really spam. They're just doing actions, and there's where their action per minute really rises. It's incredible. You watch Idra play, and you see him, his hands flying over the keyboard, and it looks really relaxed, but he's doing everything and anything. And he's making such smart decisions. One of them, you might want to watch the videos. They're up on teamliquid.net. Look for Artosis' post, and you'll see a huge bunch of Ravens, probably 8 or 9, get annihilated time after time. I mean, they had moderate success. They drop auto turrets and destroy spawning pool or something like that, but nothing happened. Anyway, Woobowitz is going with a very, very fast lair, probably into Mutatech. I don't see Hydras being super useful ZVZ because of the preponderance of Banelings, which will absolutely rape them. And of course, Dead Zone does see this. He also sees the Zergling spawn and a Spinecrawler go down. But for Dead Zone, he's just getting his Queen out, starting his Zergling speed, and getting a Baneling's Nest. That's very, very kind of understandable, the way he wants to do it. I think Dead Zone moved this Overlord out a little bit too fast, primarily because he knows there's no AA coming. He doesn't see anything like that. Maybe he just is wandering down here to see if an expansion went up, which of course we know that it hasn't, but it might be something that Dead Zone might be concerned about. He does have some Zerglings up here at the Watchtower. Very, very smart placement there. And we do have this Queen here, maybe gonna supply block Woobowitz here. And it does have 25 health left, 16, 2 more hits and it's done. It goes bump in the night. And Baneling Nest is up, so these Zerglings that retreated from the Watchtower back to his base will probably start to beat a fast path. We'll probably be able to start heading back over with some reinforcements, as well as speed, which should be done fairly shortly. We do see that the lair is up for Woobowitz, although we don't see a Spire quite yet. He's waiting for that 200 count. He gets it, and the Spire is down. While this is morphing, I believe that a one-basing Zerg can get enough for probably three mutas, rather. He still has to do something with all of the minerals he's going to be getting in excess of that 300. So he might be using some larva to build his queen, or not larva, some minerals to build his queen, and some larva to continue to drone up, as we see that he's actually behind in the drone count. Now ahead, but very nice. And he said probably lost this, and he is probably right. He does see that a bunch of Speedlings came in, and that's the Destructible Rocks. It looks really funky. Looks like a big turd, but he does realize that his Spire is not up. Unfortunately, Dead Zone not reacting quite well. He has one Spore Crawler, which might be able to hold off a couple mutas, but it will not protect these periphery tech buildings, or I believe this extractor. So if the mutas were to come out and be placed smartly, I think that the Mutas will be doing it. But now we have a bunch of Banelings just exploding everywhere. Unfortunately, one explodes on the Queen. Not going to be doing a lot of damage. But we do see that actually we only have 2 Mutas. And it looks like Woobawit's going to give up the ghost here. Try to wait for these Mutas to come out. One is nearly done, but looks like this spawning pool will go down. The remaining drones trying to get some money. Perhaps another 100 or so to deal with the excess gas that Woobawits has. And Dead Zone says, well, what's going on? They auto-attack Broodlings. Of course they do. They have a higher priority than non-attacking drones. That being said, the Spine Crawler is up and ready. These Mutas dancing back and around might be going for some tech buildings. No, instead they want to destroy one of these excess Overlords. I'm not sure why Dead Zone isn't controlling them, bringing back to the defenses that he already placed in their zone. Placed very, very... I think that will actually be able to defend that Baneling's nest. I'm not sure. But... oh, just one more pop and that's it. But now look at the amount of Zerglings and Banelings that the Dead Zone has. These drones doing absolutely nothing. On the way is only one more Mutalisk. So these... ooh, getting a little too far out ahead. We'll see. He wants to deal with this Spine Crawler. Does. It even kills a... deals I'm just losing it all over the place. But I think it's safe to say the Dead Zone won this, as these Mutas have been nullified by the just pure amount of Spore Crawlers and placement that he has. It looks like he did take down the Queen. Not a big deal. It looks like I was wrong. This does not have enough range. I think it stops around here. But it looks like that is all she wrote for Woobawits in Game 1. He doesn't have enough for another hatchery, and it looks like these extractors will go down just barely. He says, well... well, that is certainly very sad, Woobawits, but you're down a game to Dead Zone. This is the semifinal of the first Flatline tournament, and we'll be back with Game 2.